Mobile gaming, just like PC or console, can be about epic PvP showdowns. It can be about massive cooperative experiences to accomplish tasks far beyond any one player's ability alone. And it can be about challenging single-player experiences with a gripping storyline. Now, anyone who knows me will know that I am a huge fan of the Dark Souls series, so when something looks like it could be Mobile Souls, I'm naturally very interested. Ahoy! Captain Benzie here, coming at you with another Land Ho, the series that invites you to join the Gaming Galleon on its voyage to find buried mobile gaming treasure. Today we're turning down the lights, cranking up the atmosphere, and grabbing a sword and axe with GRIMVALOR. Before we go any further, you do need to know that if you download GRIMVALOR for free, you will only get the first act, and you'll need to pay about $8 to open up the full game beyond that. This does mean that you get to try the game before you buy it, and then you can go from there if you do enjoy it. Much of the footage for this video is taken from that first act to avoid visual spoilers, but I will discuss the other acts in as much of a spoiler-free capacity as I can. Now, GRIMVALOR is a dark game, but looks astonishing. It's impossible to talk about GRIMVALOR's appearance and art style without mentioning Diablo. Believe me, when I scripted this, I really tried, so I'm just going to embrace that as passionately as GRIMVALOR itself clearly has. The game world is typical dark fantasy fare, with twisted monsters roaming ruined castles, with torch fires guttering in an icy wind. If Diablo's aesthetic is your thing, then GRIMVALOR is going to please you. In fact, like Diablo, the game's combat is typically hack and slash fare. You have a virtual button that you can tap for basic light attacks, or you can swipe it in various different directions for heavy attacks. A dodge button is how you survive, often dropping the game into a beautiful bullet time effect as you cartwheel out of the way of a brutal overhead slice from a blood-stained rusted sword. Combat as a whole feels like a weird mix of the Souls series and Diablo, with there being a definite emphasis on learning, recognizing and responding to enemy attack patterns, especially on the visually impressive bosses, but at a much faster pace. With no real stamina bar here, you can be a lot more spam happy with your button presses, but if you do mess up and get hit, the game will punish you hard. Also, like Souls, you carry an upgradable flask that refills at statues that you rest at, which you can use to heal yourself when out exploring the environment. Unlike Souls, death isn't quite so punishing. As you traverse the game world, you'll pick up soul fragments, experience, and other currencies. None of these are lost on death, and as you can only upgrade at the statues that double as your respawn points, sometimes death is actually the shortcut back. I don't mind this. As a mobile game, even one with clear Souls inspirations, I feel like this keeps things flowing and helps keep you excited and gripped into the game. You're always moving towards that next level up or that next weapon upgrade. The RPG elements of the game are one of the key reasons I found myself getting utterly hooked. I'm so close to level up, let me just kill these guys. Oh, I found a new area, let's just explore this. Now I've got more than enough for a level up and I'm actually pretty close to the next one, let's keep playing until I reach that point. Now I'm only a few souls short of that item. Constantly chasing up the next level or item kept me from putting my phone down until the battery indicator demanded it. But what about the controls? Well, apparently you can hook up a controller to GRIMVALOR, but I like to judge a mobile game primarily on what you get in the download without needing to spend out upwards of $40 for an accessory. On that note, GRIMVALOR's controls are clean, comfortable to use, and responsive. They need to be, as the game contains some utterly brutal platforming segments. It's in these areas that GRIMVALOR begins to show its Castlevania influences. Sure, you're not going to be trekking back and forth across a huge world map time and time again like in Symphony of the Night, but there are times when your progress is blocked by an upgrade you've not yet found, and those upgrades sometimes open secrets in previous areas, encouraging proper exploration. The map is disappointingly rudimentary though, so you'll either need a good memory or to be taking notes here. This world is huge. Even the first act, which you get for free, can easily take an hour or so of exploration to reach the end of, and that's without digging out half of the secrets. And the latter acts are even more expansive, with a massive variety in themes and designs, from ancient crypts to rifts torn between worlds and snow-capped mountains. Fortunately, a fast travel system is available. Certain areas open up as a recurring area known as the Nexus, where NPCs, merchants, and your weapon forge are to be found, and you can jump between the different Nexuses. Even with all of this, GRIMVALOR is easily a 15-hour plus game just to see the ending of. To wrap it up completely with a full 100% completion is going to add an easy half dozen hours to that, if not more. For a mobile game, GRIMVALOR is not lacking in content and at a modest install size. Most impressively, I never found that the game felt like it was dragging on. The storyline kept me hooked right up until the end. The game sets the tone early and starts sowing the seeds of a mysterious plotline. The further you delve into the game, the more twists and hooks that the game sends out, with fantastic environmental storytelling going on in the background of some incredibly well-designed levels. If the RPG elements or the desire to just see what the next area or boss looked like didn't keep me playing the game and coming back for more, the storyline would have, wanting to know what exactly happened in this tragic and corrupted land. All in all, GRIMVALOR has been one heck of a journey, and even on completion, I feel unwilling to uninstall and move on with my life. I'm intrigued to see if it's possible to speedrun the game, and I've still got a few bits to round out to complete my original save file to 100%. For less than the cost of a coffee and a muffin, GRIMVALOR offers an extensive dark fantasy mobile RPG experience that I will be coming back to again and again for a long time. Download this game now, try it out, and seriously consider leaping that paywall. Well, that just about wraps things up here. If you enjoy this video or my content, let me know in the comments below. I'm more than happy to discuss mobile gaming with you guys, and maybe even suggest the next gem for you to find. If you want to support this channel, please let the ads run, or consider joining my amazing crew on Patreon. Details are on screen now, and in the link in the descriptions below. Happy sailing, and see you all next time.